stream today. Wasn't sure if I wanted to go on. Did that little poll. We got some votes in there. There's nothing really going on with Thunder right now, as we're in what I think is the longest break that we're going to be in, depending on if we make the in-season tournament, and then excluding the All-Star break. Even then, we're still going to have basketball through the All-Star game. We're definitely going to have an All-Star there in Shai, potentially in Dub as well. So this is where I just kind of was like, I didn't know what to do for content-wise. We've been doing a bunch of trade videos as it's getting close to that time where we're going to see a bunch of teams making trades, either rebuilding teams, trading away their, best players so they can actually start rebuilding, getting some picks and younger players, some contending teams looking to get, role player from a middle-of-the-road team or a contending team as well, or not a contending team, a rebuilding team that's trying to just dump off someone that's making them too good so they can get a higher pick in the draft. We're starting to get to that point, and the Thunder, of course, are in the center of a bunch of these talks. And I say talks, more so rumors. As, like I mentioned, there's not much going on with the team. There just truly isn't. But with the Thunder, with how many draft picks that we have, how many good players that we have, it's just one of those things where we're going to be at the center of a bunch of trade talks. So that's where I wanted to come on here and talk about what direction Oklahoma City is going to go in regards to making the team better, I guess. I don't think we need to do much. I do think we're like one role player away from truly being a good team, whether that's, and I think we're missing two things, right? I just say missing two things. If we trade for something, it needs to be one of these two kind of archetypes. We need to trade for a forward that can shoot the three ball really, really good, that also has some length to him, or trade for a center that can rebound and facilitate just like Hartenstein. That way we have some size, we have some depth at the center position in case someone goes down again come playoff time. That's my biggest worry. So that's where I'm going to come on here and talk about potential trade targets, what I think is most realistic, what I think is like we should stay away from, or like, hey, we definitely should pursue them. Then, of course, going to answer whatever questions that you guys have. Before we get into that, though, I just want to give a little, mention of the giveaway that we're doing here. We already got some comments in here. No Valanciunas. I'll talk about him a little bit. I really like him. I understand a lot of Thunder supporters don't like him either. However, I really do. I think he's great. I see Cam Johnson as well. That's someone we'll talk about. We have a Knicks fan in here. Found you from Knicks Digest. I don't even like Thunder, but don't listen to those people who say Brunson over SGA. It's not a conversation. SGA way more reliable and better in clutch situations. I'm glad we have a reasonable Knicks fan in here. You're more than welcome to stay. And always, I thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing. I love to see that. I understand this is a Thunder channel. We're going to be talking about everything, so don't worry about that. We also, talk about players from other teams, regarding trades especially. And I also recognize when teams have good players, like the New York Knicks. You guys have a good duo of Brunson and Cat. It's just going to take time for you guys to get it together over there. But I'm done now for a bit. I need to tell you guys about the giveaway. We're doing a giveaway, all right? This is the first one that we're ever doing on the channel, so this is a really big one. I have the plans figured out. I have, all the details. What we're going to be doing. So, if you guys aren't following along at all, Loudtown Collective is a clothing brand that specializes in strictly Thunder stuff. All right, he's doing a great job right now. He's doing a really good job. I have a free shirt that I am giving away, but I will also be giving away a hat as well. If you guys haven't seen them before, I can pull them up real quick. I'll just go over to this one real quick so you guys can see it. Boom. This is the shirt I'll be giving away right here. It is a size large, so keep that in mind. So please, please, please keep in mind it's a large size, large. That's the only one I was able to get. And so, and then we'll also be giving away this hat, this kind of stat style hat that you guys see, like what I'm wearing. Very similar to this. It's just like with his style on that as well. First place, whoever, is, winner, first guy that, first person I draw out will be getting the shirt. Then second, we'll be getting the hat right here. Some ways that you can enter the giveaway. Very simple, all right? If you're subscribed, that gets you an instant submission, all right? Subscribing gets you an instant submission right there, okay? If you want to do some more, because it's basically like a raffle, you're getting like a ticket number is how I'm doing it. If you want some more submissions, better chance at winning, just being honest, the best way to do that, every dollar that you donate to the channel will get you another submission, better odds of getting the hat or shirt. So if you're trying to win that, that's the best way to do so. Help support the channel as well. That's the giveaway that we're doing. If you want more details, you can always join the Discord channel, reach out to me regarding that. I'll go into deeper detail regarding it. So, with that's pretty much all I got before we can go ahead and get into the thick of it of what we're talking about today. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get into trade talks. First person I'm going to talk about that you guys have seen me pushing my agenda with for a long, long time now is Jonas Valanciunas. All right, I really do think he'd be a good fit. I truly believe it. I have been a supporter of Jonas Valanciunas ever since he was with the Raptors. I just really like how he plays. Okay, I really do. I think he'd be a great fit for the squad. Now, I get the reason for why people don't like it, so to speak. He's slow. He's older. They don't know how well he'd fit in with this team. I see the constant thing of why people don't like Valanciunas is because he's slow. Why is that a problem? We don't need speed. I get it. All right? We love to push the ball. We like to go fast. I get that. What we need more, though, are facilitators and rebounders. And what does Jonas Valanciunas do well? He passes it well for his size, and he's a great rebounder. That's what he'd be brought on the team for, okay? And it's not like it's a hefty contract either. I am telling you, we can trade with the Wizards like a Kenrich Williams and a first-round pick for Jonas Valanciunas. Maybe, if we really want to secure that deal, a second-round pick as well thrown in there. I think that gets it done. Okay? It's not like we don't have picks that we can't spare. We have plenty of second rounders we can spare. We have plenty of picks that we can spare to go get someone at the trade deadline. That's why I like Jonas Valanciunas, and it's a cheap contract as well. 3-year, $30 million deal. He's only making $10 million each year. It's not increasing. It's not decreasing. Very manageable. And if we don't want him after the season, we can dump him off for trades for draft picks again. I don't think you guys understand. He is very expendable. All right, we can do a bunch with him. After the season, if we win a championship, cool. You got your ring, Jonas. We're trading you now. We're going to get some more draft picks. That frees up space for if we wanted to sign Alex Caruso, which it sounds like, that gives us the cap space once again to get Caruso's extension. All right? We kind of, this is what I have planned in my head for when we trade. I say for when we trade, if we trade for Jonas Valanciunas. That's what I have in my mind. That is why I really like him. He's expendable, very easy to trade away, very easy to go after and get as well. It's just one of those things where, like I mentioned, I think, it can work out very well. All right? I truly think so. I think it'd be, really good to go get him. But Valanciunas for Kenny Hustle, dang, bro. The thing is, we have a bunch of guys that we really like for some reason. Kenny Hustle is one of those, and I really like Kenny Hustle as well. Ousmane Dieng, he has a load of potential. They're not going to play much with us when fully healthy. All right, I think Jonas Valanciunas, if we trade for him, would get more time. I truly do, because I have Hartenstein starting at the 5. And I have Chet, when healthy, starting at the 4, Dub at the 3, Dort at the 2, Shai at the 1. That's my starting 5 when we're a healthy team. Okay? Realistically, I just don't see a way Kenny Hustle gets minutes when we're a completely healthy team. I don't. Same with Ousmane Dieng. So they're just kind of collecting dust and losing value when they're just sitting on the bench for us. We might as well use what value they have to go get someone. That's my kind of standpoint. We are wasting their potential if we just have them sitting the bench. All right? Especially on these kind of contracts that they're on. It's just we got to do something with it. We do. We can't just have them stay, wasting away with this squad. We have to do something. Okay? That's my point with it. That's it's just tough to see. And I think we could use them to go get legit guys who could fit in our system and work. Someone that I've seen people talk about it, Cam Johnson. Great fit. I think that is the perfect fit for the squad. When I look at it, he should be trade target number 1. All right? He should be trade target number 1. Need to move on from Dieng if we're not going to play him. I agree. I completely agree. I really like Dieng. When he's been on the floor, he has impressed me this season. But we're not playing him, all the time. All right? We're not playing him. We need to play him if we're actually going to use what he has, and he's been really impressive when he's gotten the time. Problem is, he's getting 3 to 5 minutes a game right now. All right? When he's had extended time, he's played well in my eyes, but he's not getting extended time anymore. Why are we hell-bent on trading when we're still trying to figure out what we have? I'm going to be honest, it's always fun to talk about trades, and especially when we have a team like this where we have so much trade capital and draft picks and even guys that don't play for us. We have multiple ways that we can improve this team. That's why. It's not necessarily saying that I think we need to make a trade. I think we're fine where we're at. We haven't seen the team completely healthy yet. That's another problem, though, is that we haven't seen this team healthy yet, so we aren't completely sure what we have. So I see what you mean there. It's just, are we really going to just leave it up to luck and be like, yeah, we're not going to be injured like this again, so let's go and let's hold off on the trades. I get it. We don't want a Gordon Hayward situation like last year where it may have hurt the team. But the reason we traded for Gordon Hayward, and everyone's so scared about making this trade again, like, oh, we traded for Gordon Hayward, look what happened, blah, blah, blah. Everyone keeps mentioning Gordon Hayward trade, how we failed on that, how that really hurt the chemistry of this team. The reason we traded for him wasn't for the fact that we thought he was going to make us the true championship winning team. We traded for him because we needed to free up cap space to go sign a center in the offseason. That's why we traded for him. And I think people are just so scared now we're going to make the same mistake, when now I think Sam Presti has it in his mind that if we make the trade, it's going to be for a role player that will truly help this team and not some player that's, stuck in like, I want to be the star, blah, blah, blah. But speaking on role player, Cam Johnson, all right? That should be trade target number 1. Cam Johnson should be the guy that the Thunder are trying to get at the deadline. Yes, it's a little bit of a hefty contract, and I think he's making $17 million a year right now. It might take a little bit to get it to work out. I think we can find a trade to get it to work, all right? I think the Nets are trying to part ways with Thomas and Johnson, all right? I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to truly go into rebuild mode now. I think they're also probably trying to part ways with Dennis Schroder. That's someone else that we could keep our eyes out for. But like I mentioned, Cam Johnson, he's, 6'8", 6'8", stretch 4, who can shoot the 3 ball at a deadly rate. I really like that. And honestly, if we trade for him, this moves Hartenstein down to the 5, not 5 in my. It moves him back to a center role, but off the bench. All right, have Johnson start. I really like that. Have Johnson start at the 4. You move Dub back down to the 3. Cam Johnson is starter material. He is. I think he'd strive in that role. His only role would be to crash the boards on defense. All right, okay, guarding on the perimeter, sees the shot goes up, immediately goes in and crashes, and when he sees the space to go grab a board right there, he has like a 7-foot wingspan. He can, we can teach him how to rebound. That's not hard to do. We can teach him how to rebound. In offense, set off ball screens for him, all right? Find him ways to get opens for catch and shoot opportunities. Collapse the defense, SGA and Dub driving all the time. They forget we now have a shooter in Cam Johnson in our starting lineup. Kick it out to him. Boom, perfect. I think he fits in seamlessly with this team, and I really like Johnson. I do. The defense is a little bit questionable from time to time. I get that. Everyone's looking at both sides of the ball, and I do as well. But due to his reach and how good defensively we already are as a unit, forcing the most turnovers in the league, we already have the best defense by rating in the NBA. I'm not worried about his defense. He'd come in for his length and shooting. That's one of the things that we need. We just need more length and shooting on this team. We've been struggling from behind the three-point line with some of our key guys like Cason Wallace. He's been struggling. Lou Dort, he started off hot, and now he's been struggling the past 2 games. So might be interesting to go find, someone that can bring in this three-point shooting and length. And I think he'd slot in well at like a starting 4 role for us. Moves Dub back down to the 3. That's why I really like him. That's why he's trade target number 1 for me, and Jonas would be like trade target number 2 or 3. Now we'll go into the other Brooklyn guys that are probably going to be traded. Dennis Schroder, someone I quickly mentioned. All right, let me see what you guys have put in the chat so far. I'd rather only see us trade for respectable role players that fit our system and are guaranteed to make an impact. Yeah, I get that. That's like, I don't want to trade for a star. I'm going to make that very clear right now. I do not want to trade for a star that is like a number 1 or number 2 scoring option on someone's team right now. Okay? Cam Johnson, the only reason he's like the number 2 scoring option on the Nets right now is because they are the Brooklyn Nets. All right? That's the only reason. Okay? But he's been legit since his son's tenure. Yeah, he has. When Suns make a move, it'll be well thought out. Or when Sam makes a move, it'll be well thought out. He's playing chess. Personality fit is huge. It is. Speaking of Presti, I actually met him yesterday. He goes to the same, or I say he goes. He went to the same college I'm currently going to. He's currently in Concord, Mass. for Thanksgiving, visiting family. I talked to him quite a bit and everything. I told him the same thing I told you guys. He asked me to be honest with him. I was honest, and I was like, hey, guys. I was like, hey, Presti, look, I think we're missing just one role player, whether that's, a rebounder that can facilitate or a three-point shooter. I think that's what we're missing. All right, and I talked to him a little bit about that. But that was all I talked about with Thunder basketball. I didn't want to bother him too much. We watched the rest of my college basketball team play that game. It was me there with him. Ray Allen also was there. Yesterday was just a crazy experience with me. Sam Presti to my right. Ray Allen was sitting right behind me because his son goes to my school and plays basketball. It was just crazy crossover. All right, crazy crossover. But I told Presti that. But speaking on more of the Nets players, Dennis Schroder. Okay, I see why he could fit on the squad. We need another ball handler, is what everyone's saying. Another true kind of like point guard-esque player off of our bench, and I kind of see that. I don't know the contract. I haven't done too much research into that. I can, is a thing. Let me actually do that real quick. I can actually do that right now real quick for y'all. Dennis Schroder contract. See what it's looking like. 2-year, $25 million contract. So what, 12 mil each year? And he's on the last year of his contract. So, yeah, I could see it. I could see it. What, that would be I think we trade, if we really want Schroder, we trade, that's tough. That's tough. What would we do in that scenario? That's an interesting thing. Because there are multiple ways that you could, get a contract like that to work out. Maybe, I think no matter what, we trade Jones in that scenario right there. I think Dylan Jones is a part of that trade. We go, I think it's Kenrich and Jones, or maybe Ooze and Jones. They want young players over in Brooklyn, start the rebuild, give them young players, all right? Watching football along the stream. What's up, Austin? Why don't we just sign Moses Brown? He's a free agent, gets rebounds. I think he just signed with Indiana. No one talks about how, I think he just signed with Indiana. Mets Presti, it was kind of surreal. This was the third time I've met him. But this was the first time I've actually sat down and had a deep conversation with him. And it wasn't even talking about anything. We talked Thunder basketball for 3 minutes. It was crazy. That conversation would have never happened if I didn't wear my Mark Daigneault shirt that day. I wore it and he complimented my shirt and I was like, "Oh my God, you're Sam Presti." And his response was, "Indeed I am." And he was super chill. All right, he was with his son, so at the end of the game, we were I wanted to talk with him more, and his son was just tired. And he was like, "I need to go. Still going to be in Massachusetts for a bit. I'm sure I'll see you around more at games here in the future. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see. I'm definitely going to try to get a picture with him if he's there again tomorrow. But yeah, Schroeder's been awesome, especially if we get him close to vet minimum. Yeah, we just have to trade. It's just tough. I don't know. That's one of those things where there are multiple trades that could work out to get Dennis. Just not sure what we do. All right. Just not sure what we would do and exactly how to get them. That's the thing. We just got to figure out what exactly the trade would look like. I just got to adjust the mic a little bit right there. We don't need to trade anyone. Yes and no. I like the team where it's at. However, I still think we can get improvements. All right. I think there can be improvements. Dwight Howard, he'd be a horrible fit with this team. All right. He'd be a horrible fit with this team. I'm going to go and tell you guys right now, Dwight Howard is the worst fit for this squad. Okay? No. We need to stay away from Dwight. Everyone, the problem with people is always constantly saying, and this is my problem as well, all right? Not to go after any of you guys. This is my problem as well. I feel everyone's problem when they're talking about certain people, all right? Especially some players. Dwight Howard, for example, people are so blinded by nostalgia of how good he was when he was first coming into the league, playing with Orlando, that they forget that he is no longer the player he once was. I truly think if we signed Dwight Howard, he would get no time with OKC. That's the problem. We need to find someone that would actually get time. Dwight Howard is old. All right, he can't really jump as much as he used to be. Yes, he's strong and he's a brute, like you mentioned there. He has force. But what else does he bring to the table? All right, that's it. A strong body, okay. We have that at Hartenstein now. That's my problem with Dwight Howard. He doesn't bring really much of anything anymore to the table. All right. He just truly doesn't. Like when we got Perkins back in the day, the Kendrick Perkins that averaged 4 points in the playoffs. Okay, yeah, because that sure helped us win the finals. And this isn't hate. This isn't hate to you, man. As I have the same problem as well. All right, I truly have the same problem with some other players in the league when I look at them. That would be a great fit, blah, 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 for this team to get so-and-so. When really, they're just old now and they're way past their prime that they won't do much for a team. I have that same problem, and I might be having that problem with Jonas Valanciunas. Honestly, like that may be why I love him so much is because of nostalgia. I really like Jonas. Okay, he's just probably out of his prime now. Not as good as he once was. Let's see. You lucky guy. Sam needs to get his butt to Pacific Northwest. No, he needs to enjoy time with his family for Thanksgiving. He doesn't. I don't think he needs to go on this road trip. All right. Being honest, what do we need Presti for on this road trip? Let's be real. And so, anyways, we'll go to the next guy that I've been thinking about a little bit. That I'm actually next video is going to be over him. I know, another trade video, guys. Oh no. How could you, Bryson? We have nothing going on with the team right now. Long break, nothing really of importance going on right now. Nothing, groundbreaking that's going on at practices and videos I've seen besides Clemente posting that video of Chet. Also, the hate Clemente has been getting because of the video he posted of Chet is unwarranted. Okay? That is... it is insane how much how many people are hating on Clemente right now because he posted a video of Chet because this is the first time we've seen him since the injury. All right, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, he was just doing his job. I would have done the same thing. Okay, I would have done the same thing. He was just doing his job. So the Clemente hate needs to stop. Clemente hate needs to stop. What was I talking about? Anyways, yeah, I know. Another trade video coming in after this. So you guys need to chill about this. But Cam Thomas. All right? Thomas over there in Brooklyn. He's a baller. And he's going to be on the trade market. It's already confirmed. He's going to be on the market. I'm actually interested in what his contract is like. Because I haven't seen it. Is he still on his rookie deal? No, I don't think he is. Or is he? He is. $4 million deal. So, honestly, that's easy. That's an easy trade right there. Trade Oos and trade over 2 first-rounders and we get him. All right? Honestly, Cam, I think that's an easy trade. The only problem is, would he be willing to be, a fourth option on this team? All right? Fourth, would he be willing to do that? Huh? I don't know about that. Dancing with the Stars doesn't count. You're right. Jonas was one who was the second option in Memphis. That might be why, I'm so, high up on Jonas. Is truly nostalgia reason. Why people are so high on the Thunder trying to bring in Dwight Howard. Nostalgia reasons for how good he once was. I might be going through the same thing with Jonas Valanciunas. I truly might. We need to keep SGA, Chet, and Dub. Forget about Giannis. I agree. We'll get into Giannis a little bit later. Anyway, we can get Mark Williams. Is he the center in Charlotte? I'm sorry, if I'm blanking on him right now. Is he the center in Charlotte? I'm blanking on him right now. JJ Redick is big on Cam Johnson. I'm sure Lakers would try to pursue him. I'm sure the Lakers would as well. I think they're trying to pursue a trade package of Dennis and Cam, which we wouldn't be able to do. We wouldn't be able to go get both of them. That's just going to cost too much. The center in Charlotte. Okay. I just had something pulled up. Let's see. I have his contract here. 4-year, $18 million deal. It's cheap. Once again, I think Charlotte's going through a weird, phase right now where I think they're trying to figure out if they want to be contenders or not, or if they want to try to, build up for the future still. They're going through, a weird phase because they're kind of shocking everyone. Trey Mann's been going off. Proud of him. LaMelo Ball's been playing well. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to figure out, if they'd be willing to trade him. If they are, I think 100% we can get him. It's kind of the same thing as Cam Johnson, what I just mentioned, or not Cam Johnson, Thomas, what I just mentioned there. I think it's we trade them Ousmane Dieng. All right, they give him, a forward with a ton of potential who has every skill set that they can try to develop him. And we trade him 2 first-round picks. Call it good. Maybe even a first round and a second round. All right? And call it good. I think that could get the trade done. It just kind of depends if Charlotte's willing to part with him. That's the only thing now. Is Charlotte willing to part? I don't know. because they need to figure out if they're going to try to be, an actual playoff team this year, or if they're going to go back and be like, let's settle back a little bit. Let's continue, let's do the rebuild for one more year. All right, get some, capital, get some value here, and, we'll get into it. Even if they do that, I don't know if they give him up due to the fact he's a young guy. He's on his rookie contract, and so it's just interesting to do it. It's just interesting to kind of, stay in touch with it. But Cam Thomas is, like I mentioned with him, we'll go back to him because we keep on getting off track here. Cam Thomas, I'm not sure. And I need to figure out my stance on this for this video. And my stance might be just like, I'm not entirely sure, because he's not tall by any means. He doesn't bring a ton of size. He's an elite scorer, but other than that, what does he bring? Is he fine coming off the bench? It's just weird. Like, I just don't know my standpoint on Thomas yet. I don't. I think he'd be a good fit. Are you talking about Thomas or Williams right now? Because Williams, I think he'd be a good fit if we'd be able to trade for him. Thomas, just once again, like I mentioned, not entirely sure about him. Because I don't know if he'd be a good fit due to the fact he wouldn't be a starter. He just wouldn't. The Blue are playing right now. They're currently down against Birmingham. That's tough. That's tough. And somebody was, I saw this photo of someone doing a trade on Fanspo earlier for Cam Johnson. I'm going back to my Cam Johnson thing right now. The trade would be first-round pick via Utah, Nikola Topic, Ousmane Dieng, and Kenrich Williams for Cam Johnson. I think instead of trading Topic, we drafted him for a reason. Presti really liked him. Mark really liked him. And so I think instead of trading Topic, we try to find another way around it. Maybe a J. Will or Jones, one of those two. And so, but I think that gets us Cam Johnson. So, think he'd be Cam Thomas not worth it. That's the thing. Part of me is he's a great scorer. I think he'd mesh well vibes with the team. But would he be fine being no longer a number one option or even in the starting lineup? Would he be fine with that? I just don't think so. And so, would have asked him is NBA rigged. I don't know. It's not. We all know it isn't. Will Caruso be on the team next year? That is a great question. That is a great question, man. I want to say yes. But it depends how much he's asking for an extension. If he's asking for more than he's making right now, that makes it hard for us to do stuff regarding Chet and Dub. But I could see us giving him a 3-year extension for very similar to what Jonas is making right now. 3-year, $30 million deal. I think that could kind of get it done. All right. And so I think that is what an extension would look like for him. And so it just kind of depends how much he's asking for. I think the Thunder want to make it work. But at the end of the day, it truly depends how much the guy is asking for an extension. That iHeart debut, by the way, insane. He I don't think people understood how much of an impact he was going to have, not only just for team stats, but other players as well. Speaking of Caruso, I've been preaching from the day we got them both. Hartenstein was going to make Caruso a better player once he was healthy, because Isaiah Hartenstein has a knack of finding guys wide open and creating opportunities for other guys due to his off-ball screens and presence he brings down low in the paint, along with his on-ball screens as well. He instantly made Caruso a better player. We saw it in that game. He scored 15 points in 3 quarters. Absolute insane performance by him. All right? And so it just goes to show Hartenstein makes everyone around him better, and I can't wait to see him paired up with everyone else when fully healthy. When do we have to give Dub and Chet extensions? How about SGA? Chet and Dub have 1 more year after this left on their rookie contracts, then we can offer them extensions. And then SGA, I think 2027 or 2028, we can give him his extension. And speaking of SGA's extension, that is going to be a bag. I think it has, the possibility of being the most expensive contract in NBA history, is what I've been seeing and hearing. He could be making $80 million a year. All right? $80 million per year because of the accolades he's gotten so far. And so that could be an insane bag. And I think we give him it. No doubt about it in my mind. Give him the 80 mil. He's earned it. But it comes down to, is he just going to be like, yeah, I want that extension? Or is he going to be like, let's build up a team. Let's keep getting rings. Let's build my legacy. I hope he chooses the latter option and be like, let me take a cut real quick here. Let me take a pay cut so we can build a better team. That'd be crazy. But you never know. I wouldn't blame him for getting the bag either and be like, no, I want my 80 mil and Presti being like, okay, here's your 80 mil. So I wouldn't blame him for that whatsoever. So yeah. For new people joining in, by the way, we're doing a giveaway this year. For Christmas. I guess we'll consider it our Christmas giveaway. All right, Christmas giveaway. So, being honest, we have two things we're giving away here. All right, we're giving away right here a Loud Sound collective shirt. This one right here, it's a size large, so keep that in mind. It's a size large. I can't go XL. I already have the shirt. It's a size large. It's being shipped to me. This is it right here. I really love them. I've seen a lot of great things. I'm getting my crew neck tomorrow. It should be coming in. I should have it then. You guys see me wear it on streams a little bit. I give you my honest review. So we'll have that coming in. And then this is for whoever wins, all right? For first guy, or first person that we that wins the submission, all right? Second one is this OKC Loudtown Collective hat. It's very similar style to this one right here. You guys can see my horrible hairline real quick. Very similar to this, just dad cap in the back, boom. Like it's very similar to these. All right. It's just the Loudtown Collective. I really like this style on it. I might have to get one for myself as well. And so, but this is who I guess second place in the scenario gets. Third place, I can try to figure something out for that as well. We'll figure something out for third place. All right, that way, I try to get as many people back and give back to you guys. But those are the things. If you want to enter, there are a few things that you can do. First off, if you're subscribed, you're automatically entered. Okay, you're automatically entered if you're subscribed. What just happened in my chat room there? There we go. You're automatically subscribed if you're automatically entered if you're subscribed. Then also, if you want more submissions and doing it like a raffle ticket thing, like the 50-50 raffles at Thunder games, doing it kind of like that. If you want more submissions, every dollar that you donate when on streams for super chats and everything, that gets you another submission right there. Boom. So those are easy ways to submit and enter, get more chances to win something, and yeah. And it's also a great way to support the channel. Also, Westbrook has been doing his thing with Denver. Love to see it. He has been. All right. I'm a little upset he had to go off against us when he did play us, but he has been doing great. I love to see Brody doing his thing. All right. Hopefully, we can do a reunion with him in the future. Maybe trade for him this year. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. Okay, DeAndre, what do you got for me? Top 5 trade targets this season. Number 1, Cam Johnson. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're already starting off nice. DFS, Dorian Finney-Smith, I'm assuming. Okay, interesting. Number 3, Larry Nance. I haven't thought about that one much. I'll have to do some research into that. Number 4, Duop Preet. Yep. And then number 5, Jonas. I like that list. I like that list. That's a good one right there. All right, appreciate that. Westbrook versus Lakers Revenge Tour. That was insane. That was everyone booing him as well, and then he just instantly dominated Los Angeles. Insane to see. Insane. But he's been going off. I really love Brody doing his thing. Really, really love it. It's $60 million. SGA taking pay cut. I hope so. That'd really help out the team if he did. That would really help out the team if he did. Dorian Finney-Smith. That's an interesting one. I haven't heard much of him, so let me do some research. What's he been up to? Who's he playing for right now, by the way? That's how little I've heard of him. I don't know who he's playing for now. Oh, he's with Brooklyn as well? 6'7"? I didn't realize he was that tall. Man, maybe. Hold on. Let me do some research. This might be the one here, boys. This might be the one. What's he doing? He's older as well. All right. How old is he? 31. Veteran presence. Okay. He's been with Dallas the majority of his career. Yeah, I knew that. He's actually been having a solid season this year. 10 points a game. along with 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal a game. Honestly, really solid from him. Okay. All right. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Brooklyn has a lot to offer. They truly have a lot to offer, and I think we could easily get that. What's his contract look like? Hold on. How much is it? This honestly is a good deal, considering like looking at his player. It's just increasing. 15 mil. We'd have to do Oos and Kimrich to make it work. We'd have to do that. Both Oos and Kinrich makes it work. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. And that'll be tough. I like him. Yeah, it's just going into those like kind of topics right there. Those kind of things going on. It just makes it a little bit tough. Larry Nance Jr. I don't think he has a large contract either. I know that'd be a good person to go after. I like that, Larry Nance. I really do. Daniel, what's up, man? Welcome today. 11 mil right now. Then he's a free agent. I like that. Just kind of as a loan. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Maybe I think Kinrich, maybe one of our two-way guys that we have. Make it work. Kinrich, for sure, I feel like. First round pick. I think that gets it done for sure. But if we want to just throw it in, sweeten the pot a little bit, maybe throw in Dylan Jones. He's been building up his value in the G League lately. I don't know, just tough. A lot of things that we can do. A lot of things that we can do right there. Do-Op Breathe, a name I haven't heard in a long time. Name I haven't heard in a long time. Oh my gosh. It's a pretty cheap contract as well, right? 2 mil? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can easily do that. Easily. We'd have him next year as well. That's like very like team friendly. That does a lot for us right there. Let me look up the stats. Let me look up his stats real quick. Let me see what he's been doing. What's he been up to? Huh? What's he been doing in Portland? Oh, nothing. Nothing. He hasn't been doing anything with Portland. Whoa. What will you do with us? What will you do with us, man? Come on now. Can't be doing. He averaged 9 points a game last year. Has he just not been playing much? He's playing 9 games. He's not getting any minutes for some reason. Why isn't he getting any time? He's getting 5 minutes a game. Last year, he was getting 18 a game. His average 9 points. How come he ain't doing anything? How come they ain't using him, huh? That's interesting. Gonna have to do some research into that. We've already talked about Jonas. Talked about Larry Nance a little bit. Cam Johnson as well. We'll go into the stars now. And most notably, Giannis, the Greek freak, some say. He's not only a freak on the court, so to speak, but I say no. I say we stay away from that. We stay away from that kind of, rabbit hole. He's not going to fit well. All right, he's not going to be fine being the number 2 scoring option. SGA is a better player than him right now. I'm saying that wholeheartedly because SGA has every game, unlocked and truly at an, all NBA level in his bag right now. The mid-range game, deadly. He's shooting the 3 ball really well right now. Inside, he's finishing with some of the best guards in the league. Defensively, he's truly looking like an all-defensive player. He's truly our number 1 option on this team, and I don't think Giannis would be fine being a number 2 option. I just don't. I don't think he'd be fine with that. I think that's why Dame and Giannis kind of failed in that first year, because Dame wasn't accustomed being a number 2 option. Everyone keeps mentioning, he'd be like a 1B option. That's still number 2 in my eyes. And contracts-wise, it messes up a ton. Yes, he only has a year left on his contract after this season, but he also has a player option after that year, and he could accept that player option and really screw us over considering Chet and Dub are going to be on rookie extensions coming up soon. So Giannis just messes up a ton going forward, and I say we need to stay away from that. Bleacher Report did that article, and Bleacher Report, I want to thank them so much because they constantly give me views, all right? Bleacher Report, you're doing so much for this channel because you're constantly putting out horrible stuff out there, and that just relates to views for us. So thank you for that. But Giannis would just be horrible for this squad. He truly would. There's nothing he would bring to this table that would actually make this team better in my eyes. I think he'd do a lot of things that actually, puts us in a worse situation. He just really doesn't do much for us. All right? He doesn't. And so, we'll just have to see going forward. We'll have to see. I just say stay away from Giannis and really any star for that matter. All right? Go after guys that are fine being role players, like Cam Johnson and Jonas and Larry Nance Jr. Go after those kind of guys. All right? But that's really about all the guys we can mention right now. Unless there's other guys, you guys are like, yeah, we should definitely go after them. So you guys can go ahead and drop those in chat. Also ask some other questions regarding the team. Ask me whatever now. As we're getting to that point of the stream where it's about time to wrap it up. We've been at this for 45 minutes now. And so, time for you guys to ask me some stuff. Go ahead. Denny, I don't think Portland's going to trade him now. I think we had our opportunity to trade for him over the summer, and we just missed out on that. And Portland traded for him because they're like, yeah, it's he might be the future for him. Time Lord, no, stay away from him. He'd be a horrible fit. He's undersized for a center. He's constantly injured. He can't shoot. He's only there for defense, and he's just severely undersized. I think Robert Williams might be a worse trade than Giannis. I am adamant about that. Stay away from Robert Williams. All right? I am adamant about that one right there. Robert Williams would hurt this team if we traded for him. He would. All right? If he even played, because he's constantly injured. All right? Another guy people are blinded by nostalgia for, by the way, because he had, a great time in Boston, and then all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh, he can still contribute for some people, when he's just injury prone. He can't do anything now. He just can't. Should I ask Sam, are we winning the championship this year? Well, I think we all know the answer to that. Come on now. I don't need to ask the boss man if, that kind of question. We already know. Marvin Bagley, It's just like there are so many guys out there that we could hypothetically trade for that I just don't know if teams are willing to part with considering the stage that they're at now where they have to make the decision. Are they contending or are they going to go and be like, hey, let's, try to make it out of the play-in and, let's, let's just stay out of the play-in and actually be a lottery team. Anything else? I'm about to, call it good. I got laundry to do. I'm about to go to DC for Thanksgiving. Also have this video I have to do. Also time for dinner. Anything else that you guys are interested in? Anything else? Ugh. It's not looking like it. You guys, nothing else, guys? If that's it, I'm going to go ahead and call it good then for today's stream. We'll be back tomorrow for a watch-along. Thunder at Kings. That should be fun. Finally got Thunder basketball back. That should be fun. I need to make sure I have the right time and everything. I have a busy day tomorrow, so I got to make sure I have everything planned out. And so, and then, So we'll go ahead and do that. Nothing else. Not like I can't talk now. Nothing else really going on. Like I remind you guys, giveaway. All right, participate. Tell your friends. All right, tell all your Thunder fans that are interested in either finding a channel or trying to get some merch. Have the chance for that. Tell them, hey, go sub to Thunder Digest and everything. Be active in the streams and everything, and you'd have a chance at winning this. And so tell all your friends. All right, you guys, participate as well. I told you guys how to enter the rules and everything. I'll make a post regarding it as well, so you guys know what to do. And so, yeah, that's all I got. Got to go to this Cam Thomas video now. I'll call it good. To answer your question real quick, Austin, more heartbreaking loss. Warriors 16, because I think if we beat the Warriors there, we win the finals. I think we beat the Cavs that year. And so, well, that's all I got. I'll see you guys around in the next stream and everything. All right. Take care of yourself. Like I always mention, mental health is very important. If you guys ever need someone to talk to, I am always here in the Discord channel, all right, available to talk to you guys. So please, please, please don't ever be afraid to reach out. Take care of yourselves. That is super important, all right? I appreciate each and every single one of you that have been around here, sticking out with this channel so far and supporting us. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream and everything. And also, make sure you tell your friends, sub the channel, participate. If they want to get some real interesting merch,